everyone. Today we want to discuss how to overcome negative habits. In my opinion, everyone has at least one negative habit that is quite difficult to break. That's right. Negative habits can impact our health, learning our process, and daily life. For example, sleeping late, eating unhealthy food, or using your phone too often.
I agree. I think a changing negative habit in that challenge, but it's very important for a better future.
What negative habit do you want to change, Clara? I want to stop procrastinating. Sometimes I put off completing assessment and end up feeling stressed when the deadline approaches.
I understand how you feel. Many students face the same problem. What are you doing to overcome it?
I try to make a daily schedule and complete small tasks first. I also reduce my phone use while studying. That's good strategy. As for me, my negative habit is sleeping late. I often stay up late watching videos or scrolling through social media.
That's quite common nowadays. Sleeping late can make you tired and make it difficult to concentrate in class.
That's absolutely right. So now I'm trying to go to bed earlier and reduce screen time at night. Great. What about you, Mutia?
My bad habit is frequently consuming unhealthy snack. I really like spicy and instant food.
I feel the same way. However, excessive consumption of unhealthy foods is and indeed risky for your health.
That's right. Therefore, I start eating more fruit and increasing my water intake.
I believe that changes habits requires commitment and strong motivation. I agree. Besides, we also need support from those closer to us.
And it's important to remember that small changes can have a big impact in the future.
So, don't hesitate to start improving bad habits little by little. Because building good habits can make our life healthier and happier.
I appreciate your time listening, everyone.
See you and have a great day. Good morning, everyone. Today we would like to present about modal auxiliary verbs. In this presentation, we will explain the definition of modal verbs, the rules of using modal verbs, and several examples such as will, would, can, could, might, and might. Before we begin, please allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Clara Gabriela.
Name is Mutia Anggiani Sadiko.
My name is Yulia Safitri. We hope this presentation can help everyone understand modal auxiliary verbs more easily. Let's begin our presentation.
Modal auxiliary verb. What is a modal auxiliary verb? Modal auxiliary verb. Modal are helping. Verb. Modal are helping verb. Basically, the main function of modal is express necessity or possibility. In English sentence, modal are always followed by main verb or auxiliary verb. Modal verb also have several rules that make them slightly different from ordinary verb. For example, although modal are classified uh, as verbs, you don't need to add the letter S to the end of third person singular modal verb. See, he, it. In the simple present tense, this means that from like he can't, she might, or Budi must are incorrection. Two in addition modal verb cannot be followed by the end being, which is typical as with a regular verb in the present continuous tense. Therefore, forms like I'm Kenny, she's May, or they are passing are incorrection. The next formula for us modal verbs. One, positive tenses. They, we, I, you, she, it plus modal verb plus verb one. Negative sentence. They, we, you, he, she, it plus modal verb plus not and verb one. Next.
Examples of using modal verbs in English sentence. A will. Will is one example of a modal verb that is most often used in everyday English sentence. If translated into Indonesian, will means akan. Now this modal verb has several usage functions. Express intention. I will go to the library tomorrow morning. Making a prediction. She will forgive her friend later, so you don't have to worry. Making a request. Will you have dinner at the restaurant with me? Be would. Actually, would is a modal verb that is not much different from will because it has the same meaning, namely will. However, would is a past modal verb that relates to something that already happened in the past. Furthermore, would is usually used in more formal situations, expressing willingness or intention. If he had called me sooner, I would help him. Making prediction. I believe Arsenal would win the competition this year. Asking for a request. Would you bring me your notebook? C can. Similar to will, can is also one of the most commonly used modal verbs in everyday conversation. The meaning of can is to be able. Well, can has several functions that you can use in English sentence. Expressing ability, I can carry your bag. Asking for permission, can I borrow your laptop? Expressing possibility, it can become difficult without enough preparation. The cult is modal verb that has the same meaning as can. However, like would, this modal verb is in the past tense and is usually only used in formal situation. Expressing ability. When I was a student, I could solve difficult problems. Asking for permission, could I use your chair for a moment? Expressing possibility. I could miss the bus if I leave late. May. The next modal verb you need to know is may. This modal verb means may Indonesia. In Indonesian. Expressing possibility. Diana may arrive after finishing her class. Asking for permission. May I borrow your dictionary tomorrow? Expressing suggestion. You may avoid spicy food if you have a stomach ache. F might. Although it has the same meaning as might, this modal verb is modal past tense verb, like would and could. Furthermore, compared to may, this modal verb expresses a more uncertain possibility and more appropriate for formal situation. Expressing possibility. I may see a famous actor if I visit Hollywood. Expressing an offer. May I offer you a cup of coffee? Thank you for watching our presentation. Our presentation. Bye bye.